Welcome to Think Carp Fishing. I'm down at a local day ticket called Orchard. I'm going to do half a day session. I'm going to fish on the surface, try and get as many carp as possible. So let's go. Well, when I got into this swim, I did see a few carp along this tree line in front of me, mostly just sitting there, not doing huge amounts. But I've started to feed some dog biscuits in, and they're drifting slowly in there, and the odd one is taken, but it's slow at the moment. I'm going to keep feeding and hopefully get them going, and hopefully I'll get something. I've been feeding them for like about 20 minutes, and they've been coming up and eating the odd one, and then going back into the tree. So yeah, so they're in there, but what they're doing is sort of like waiting for the biscuits to get near the tree, and then coming up, having a little nibble, and then going back in, retreating. So I think the only choice I've got is to put a bait in there as far as I can, and then let it drift in under the tree, and then see if it'll take it. And there's a couple in there. There's a ghost carp, and there's a few mirrors as well, and there's a decent one that looks about 20 pounds as well that just swam in there as well. So I'm going to sort out my rod, get the hook bait on, and flick it out there and have a little go. If nothing happens, I probably will have a look around. There's quite a few lakes here as well, and there's quite a lot of water on here where I can have a look around. I've been around half the lake so far, and this is the only area where I've seen the most carp, so I'm going to give it a go. Let's see. You're not going to believe this. I didn't think I was going to get a bite. I turned the camera off thinking nothing was going to happen, and suddenly out of nowhere, carp come up and had it. And yeah, didn't manage to get the fight on film, but I've landed it, and it's quite a nice common as well. Right, let's get it on the mat and see how big it is. Got my first one, £15, good start. Oh. Right, it's getting back, and hopefully we'll get a bigger one. Yeah. Well, not really seeing anything. Nothing's really happened. Pretty much the only carp that was actually taking the odd biscuit was the one I hooked, so the chance of me getting another one is going to be quite hard. It's going to be difficult. I'm actually sitting just behind where I hooked the fish, along the tree line, and there's quite a lot of margins here as it's a bit of a point, and I'm just having a little look around and seeing what I can see. I'm dropping in a few dog biscuits here and there and see if they come up. I have seen one spook in one corner, but that's it so far. I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully I'll get another one. If not, at least I've had a bite. It's worth something, I suppose. Right, let's get back at it, and hopefully I'll get another one. Oh, I thought I'd talk about what I'm using for surface fishing. I'm using a small control flow. I didn't want to spook the carp. I came down there a couple of weeks back, and they were spooking from a big one, the big control flow. It's good for hooking carp, but they keep spooking from it, so I've gone for the small one, and so far it's worked. The hook bait I'm using is actually a dumbbell pop-up. I rolled myself. I made them for fishing on the bottom, but I actually decided to use them as surface baits because they look just like dog biscuits. I've got some in white, some in brown, and I sort of, sometimes I start on white and to you know, catch out carp as well. Sometimes I see that white and they take it, and sometimes you want to blend in with the dog biscuits. That's the reason I'm using the brown as well. They are flavoured, but I don't think it makes a difference on the surface at all. I'm also using a size 10 choddy hook. because I think they're the best hooks I've ever used for surface fishing. Yeah, so that's what I'm using. That's what I'm using to catch carp on this lake, and try and catch a few more carp. Let's see. Feeding biscuits into this part of the lake, just like a little gap really. It's not, I don't think it is actually a swim, it's just a gap, and there's a tree, and I think all the carp are underneath the tree. I think they are, because every time I put dog biscuits out I get a few coming up right near the tree and then they go underneath. So what my plan is to put loads of biscuits in here, keep feeding it, and hopefully they'll come out, or I might be able to hook one right close to the tree. So I'm gonna give it a go. Well, probably I'm gonna give it another hour or two anyway. Let's see if I can get one more. That'd be nice. Right. Oh, I do see one under the tree, so I'm gonna have a little go. Well, haven't done anything else since that carp. I've been trying and trying. I've even come back to the original swim I started with, because I saw a few carp, but still nothing. They're not really coming up. I've seen about 3 or 4 in the middle, and that is it. The rest of them are in these tree lines, and they just haven't been doing much. So yeah, I think it was just too hot for the carp today, and for me. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.